Yo, I'm Young Gil, and I'm rocking with the VinnciEL TV. Y'all tune in, make that subscribe. How you gotta get that comment, whether you like it or you hate it. Shouts out to Capo 1 and 2, the whole B Street mob, my baby Keisha, my mama, my nephews, Jiggy Man, Tommy, and them, Big Mama Nina. What up, though?
You dig? What up, though? You already know how it goes. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. You dig? I appreciate all my supporters. You already know how I go. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hey, I want to drop y'all some heat before I take off the word, right? I want to tell y'all a story. They kind of remind me of some of the people that subscribe to me or you see some of my content. I know that some of y'all hate women. It's some weird comments like a guy said, man, hey man, we don't want to see no women. We just want to see you, bro. I never had a problem with seeing a woman. I don't care where it was posted at. If she beautiful, I want to look. I feel it's my obligation to look at women daily, every day. Even when I'm at work, I'm obligated to look at least a couple women a day. You dig? But in prison, it's kind of the same way. You got those guys that just hate women, right? And I got into a scuffle with a guy over a female. Let me explain. So me and him talking, and a woman walked past, and he, oh, you nasty, just out of nowhere, whatever, you know. I don't mind you going to guards and females and all that stuff, and nurses, whatever you do to pass your time, you do it. I don't care, right? But I just noticed every woman that walked past while we was in the hole, he just call them out their name. You stinking mother, you a bad mother, you just go crazy. So it was this one lady, like I said, in prison, I don't pass notes back and forth with COs and nothing. I never really got nowhere outside some extra food or some leftover stuff out there lunch, or hey, here go a hamburger, and you know, little small stuff. I ain't never got no drugs, no money from nobody or nothing like that. So anyway, it was this one particular lady. She would stop at my door. I give her a note. She stopped at my door, pop the slide, pretend like she handed me paper or soap, drop the note back and forth so he can like kind of see out his room through the glass that's across in another room, right? So you can see what's going on and how she would just stop and talk to me. And he proceeded to call her all types of B's and stuff like that. And I had asked him, this is a simple conversation. I had asked him, I said, bro, why you always do that to the women COs and nurses, but you don't do it to the male guys? Like, did they do something to you personally, whatever? He like, she you know, easy or whatever. And I'm like, why you say that and you don't know her? And he said, look how nice she is. Always talking to people, friendly. I could tell she a hoe. I could tell she this, she that. I'm like, bro, these other women come through here, they don't even speak back to you or anybody else. You know, if you say the wrong thing to them, they give you a ticket. They rude, just nasty demeanor. Like, what? Why this person out of everybody? You know what I'm saying? And his reasoning was, she's too nice. He could see it. I'm like, bro, you tripping. And he took offense to that. He took offense to me challenging what he was saying. And then he went off on a rant for about 6-7 minutes. F the Mobites, F the Prophet, F you, woo, 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 woo. You kissing her because she nice to you. Her, the bitch ugly. And she was not ugly. She was beautiful. That was a beautiful woman. Right? And people in their door just listening to her like, man, what the f is this dude doing? He going crazy. He swore up and down on the 5 he was going to get me when I came out the hole and all that. So we get out the hole. I see him on the yard and I look at him. He look at me. He don't say nothing. He go get all his homeboys. Actually, I see him twice. He go get all his homeboys. And they come over there and they, hey, let me holler at you real quick. Hey, man, y'all had an argument? Such and such, woo, 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 woo. And I tell him, because I'm in that mood, Just got flopped again. I'm mad. I'm angry. Big ego. And you know he back there all tough. Yeah, said this. He over a guard. He told him a whole different story, whatever. So I'm like, look, bro, I'm about to explain this to you real quick. But before I explain it to you, I'm like, bro, seen me twice by myself. I looked him dead in his eye. He knew it was me, and I knew it was him. Why he didn't come talk to me by himself? Why he didn't come talk to me by himself? I hate that. That's even out here in the world. I'll be in a bar. So I got little problems with some downriver guys. These little rappers, whatever. You know, little problem, light problems, ain't nothing. It's a new year. I'm trying to let that go. I've been said that, but you know, people ain't gonna try. Anyway, it's like being out here. I see a guy. Clearly, we lock eye contact. We got problems. He'll go gather up all his homies in the bar or the club. Then come say, hey man, you know what's going on? And I tell him just like that out here too. He had ample opportunity to talk to me by himself. So therefore, I don't respect that. I ain't got no problems with dog. I'm not gonna do nothing because if I did, I'd have been did it, and maybe he would have too. I don't want to talk. We had ample opportunity to talk. I don't want to talk no more. It's just dead. We don't have to talk to dead. We can just say, hey, it's all over with. So in prison, I got the same mentality in the streets, whatever, right? So that right there led, when I said that to him on the yard, that led to a little bit of argument because this man, it made him mad because this man's like, yeah, I feel that, bro. I do feel that. He like, if it was going to go down, it would have went down or whatever. Obviously, it ain't that big of a problem. Dude kind of mad. You know, his homeboy standing in front of him. I tell him like, bro, if he really wanted to fight me, bro, or do whatever he going to do, he could easily get around you. It ain't like you holding him back like that, so he even more mad. Talking crazy. His homeboy suggests, hey, when y'all get back in the unit, y'all just go lock down. Alright. Bet, we're going to go lock down. I'm going to come on your wing, and we're going to lock down. Lock down is when you go in the room, put the towel up over the door. I don't put the towel up over the door because I don't want you to think I'm going in that room to do nothing sexual. You know what I'm saying? So forget the towel, we can go in the room. So I go tell the more homies, they're like, what you want to do? You want to do it right now? Posey Bay. Posey Bay about 5'6", brown skin, ponytail. Mo just thugged out his mind. He just thugged out. I don't care how much he love the prophet, how much he love the temple. He gonna get drunk. He gonna get rowdy, and he gonna want to fight. When he get that liquor in him, he gonna want to fight. He gonna want to start something. He gonna want to tell you, go get the knives, Mo. We'll stab him right here, right now. You know, and I think he's so institutionalized. He don't even realize, like, bro, we talked about this a couple days ago. Like, bro, I'm past my out there, bro. Like, I ain't trying to sit up here and stab people. You know what I'm saying? Especially for no reason. Now, when I'm mad, reason to go out the door sometimes. Anyway, yeah, I tell him, yeah, we're gonna do that. And the Mo like, well, if they do anything after that, talk about it any type of way, we going to the box. I'm catching the body. I've been waiting to kill one of these young niggas and I send them home. I ain't never going home. I can't wait to send somebody that's not going home to the graveyard so they can die in prison like me. That's what he told me. Just like Doom-Man, if y'all hear the story about Doom-Man, it's damn near the same thing. People really be frustrated. People really be in spite, living in spite. Like, they just mad. You're never going home. You'll never, oh man, just thinking about that feeling is crazy to know that you will be living in a box like this, a closet like this, for the rest of your life. So, we go lock down. You know, in the same unit or whatever. We go lock down. I beat the brakes off of him. Beat the brakes off of him. He would not stop bleeding. He so dumb after we come out. So, and in my head, after I beat the brakes off of him, in my head, I'm like, probably want y'all to stab me. He got too much ego. He too crazy. He too mad. He been down for a while. Just mad every day type of guy. You know, so I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to get him off the yard. So you know me, with my old lock and sock, I go get it. But anyway, when he get out the room, I come back out. I walk upstairs to the day room. He walk into the bathroom. Blood leaking all in the hallway. Police go do a round. look at the blood like, come here. He got the hat over his head in the bathroom, like he wanted to get caught. So they cuff him up. They talk to him. They cuff him up. Next thing you know, 20 minutes later, they come get me. They go roll the cameras back. Come get me. Oh, you got an out of place ticket and an assault. I say, what? An out of place ticket and an assault? He said, you went in somebody else's room. They came out bloody. Let me see your hands. Look at my hands, cuts on them. He like, oh yeah. You back in the hole. I go back to the hole the same day I get out. Man. And then in the hole, they convict you of a ticket, give you 14 days in the hole. But then when you go see SEC, that's the people that see you before you get out. They'll say, okay, well, your sanctions is up. I mean, your whole time is up. Now you on lay down. Your roll up, your lay down. And that could be anywhere from another 2 weeks to another month. Very rarely, unless you go in the hole for some simple stuff, you get out in 7 days. So I'm in a whole month and a week. In a hole, sick. I just got out of here. In the hole, if you don't got no brothers or no money to pay the porters, or your brothers ain't got no money to pay the porters to bring you something, and there's a whole lot of people that want something. A lot of gangbangers in the hole, Melanics, GDs, Crips, Blood, whatever. They all in the hole. Everybody in line for these two people to come from general population to the hole to clean up for them. And they stuff all in their drawers. Thinking about it kind of crazy. But they'll stuff candy, a bunch of seasoning, and they're sliding under your door when they sweeping. They throw it on the ground, sweep it up under your door so you can get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole line you gotta wait for. So in the hole, you ain't really getting no seasoning like that. Can't too much fit under the door. You're not getting a bag of chips. You're not getting the noodle. You're getting some seasoning, maybe a few pieces of Jolly Ranchers, and that's it. Miserable. No TV. You got to be in there 30 days to get your TV. And me, I can never go 30 days ticket free, so I never got the TV. No headphones. You in that room, paper, pen, that's it. You in the room, a bed, sheets, paper, pen, and your clothes. The store in the hole only got cough drops on it, off-brand deodorant, toothpaste that don't even work. It's not even like damn near worth using. If you don't have nothing in your property already, you done. You don't have no medical stuff in your property already, no toothpaste, and that's if they give you your stuff. That's if they give you your stuff. Do you know how sick I was about this situation? I was super sick. And I forgot to mention the dude that was putting on his 5. There was like a renegade Vice Lord set or something like that. It's a real renegade Vice Lord set, real renegade. They like official, and then you got some just renegades. It's just something else. I think they was like Mafia Power Rules and or Mafia. Is it Mafia Blood Power Rules? I mean, I say Mafia Blood Power Rules. Mafia Vice Lords. They had mixed up with some Bloods that was bishops, and then some Vice Lords that was bishop. I don't know what it was, but they had about 7, 8 guys on the yard, and they clicked up with another clique. But the politics took place, and once I explained to them brothers a couple times, like on the yard and on the way back in, why me and him got into an argument, they're like, damn, that's kind of weird. But it kind of went too far. Now y'all, get it out y'all system, and I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm about to beat the brakes off of. I knew I was. I knew he didn't have it because I seen it. I seen guys act like him a lot. The guys always, somebody holding him back with one hand. Like, bro, you could have been broke past him if you really wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen him get into a fight before, and a guy that was like right where I'm sitting at. He was like right here on the side of the table. And he square up, dude, get up. He go around the other side of the table so somebody can grab. He go way back around. I'm like, this guy is a coward, little sick. I was 6'5", 6'6", skinny, 110. I said, if I can't beat him with the hands, I'm gonna wrestle him down. Not I said 110, about 130. Just real Snoop Dogg skinny. I knew in a closed confinement, he not gonna be able to take these punches. And if he can't, I'm gonna wrestle him down to the ground, and I'm gonna headbutt him. I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna beat him. Right, but when we went in there, squared up, I don't think he got more than 3 hits in the back of my head, and that's when I grabbed him and pushed him up against the wall, and that body shot just threw him all off. A coward, man, a big coward. I just had to drop something for y'all, a little story about how God's so hateful towards women in prison, and I understand that, right? Because at one point in time, I was hateful, not to that point, but I was hateful because when I seen a beautiful woman, I'm like, I can't have her. I ain't seen no beautiful women. Somebody else talking to her. I used to get mad, low key in the back of my head, like, damn, I wish I was in the real world. Wish I was in the free world. Excuse me, that is the real world, but I wish I was in a free world. I get mad, or if a chick give me a little bit of attitude, I go all the way in on her. You know what I'm saying? Or if she don't want to pass notes with me, I would get mad. Just childish stuff, man. You got to think about it. It's not like in that environment, it drives you temporarily insane. It's something that can't be told in words. The feeling that you have when you deprive of so much. You deprived of everything. It's just whack, man. It's whack. And I used to be mad at women too, and dudes. I used to do little dumb stuff like, I talk a sex offender into assaulting a guard. I do a video on that too, how I had that happen. But the police got back at me. And when y'all go see them tickets down there, go look at the videos where I uploaded my tickets. It's in the shorts. You'll see assaulting an officer. And I didn't get charged for staff assault. It says assault and battery staff victim, but I didn't catch a case over it because them boys beat me. And if they would have ran that film back, they'd have seen like that camera wasn't ever supposed to be off me during a cell extraction. It's never supposed to be off me. Everything's supposed to be recorded. I bet in that video to this, if they still got it, that there's so many. Oh, the camera on the side. Hey, let me help you real quick. And guy putting his knee in my back, boring me in the head. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just in prison, it can make you like that. Peace and blessings be to y'all. Big 5. Oh yeah, go check out them VinnciEL interviews and please drop some comments. Even if you don't comment or don't have nothing, just drop something in that video. Please, 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 please. Make sure you follow them links down there. Shout out to everybody who follow VinnciEL also. It's coming. His content gonna be so crazy and different because it ain't gonna be just about prison. It's gonna be about some real Detroit figures, and we gonna have a lot of success at that. You know why? Because a lot of people gotta hear it through the grapevine, or it gotta be a big story behind it, right? It gotta be a newspaper articles, and people like Lil Larry Blade Icewood. That's something popular already. We know some real street figures. Like I'm about to try to go down here to 80 Deuce Hood. And we gotta get some knowledge on 80 Deuce Bloods, bro. Them boys, yeah. Peace and blessings.